Hello friends, welcome to Sports Tech. We have a very special guest with us, Mr. James Smithy. James is a renowned boxing analyst and he has interviewed some of the biggest names in the boxing, including Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson. So how was your experience with some of these legends of the game?
You know, for me, I go all the way back as a little boy with Muhammad Ali when I was a little kid. Once you start your career out with Muhammad Ali, I don't know how it can get any better than that, but my television show In This Corner has been on the air for 14 years in the United States. It's the only weekly boxing interview show in America, and actually on the planet. But what we're known for is not only interviewing the great fighters, but I get inside the ring with all the great fighters, people like Floyd and Manny and Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield and Andre Ward and all the great fighters. And what we try to do is show people how special these guys are. You know, it's not just attack and hit. It's at the highest level. Boxing is such it's so scientific, and so that's what we do. And I've been blessed to be able to again be in the ring with over 50 fighters, more than anybody on planet Earth, and I'm still here. I'm unbeaten.
Yeah. Unbeaten. And you have mentioned so many special names. Out of them, which one is your best?
I don't think there is a best. I mean, if you're asking me who's the greatest fighter ever, I would probably say Sugar Ray Robinson, because he had all the skills. He could box, he could punch, he could take a punch.
A rivalry which you have enjoyed the most, or maybe which one is your favorite bout?
Well, that's pretty simple for me. It's Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier. When I first met Ali in 1971, he was about 2 months away from fighting Frazier in their first fight, which was March 8, 1971, Madison Square Garden, 15 rounds for the undisputed heavyweight championship of the world. Later on, they would fight, of course, 3 times. Their third and final fight was known as the Thrilla in Manila, when Joe Frazier got stopped in the 14th round. I was also lucky enough, I grew up with Ali, but I ended up, as fate would have it, I don't believe in coincidences, I did the final interview with Joe Frazier. He came to Las Vegas, I interviewed him, he died a few months later. So those 3 epic battles were just unbelievable. Neither man would ever be the same even after their first fight. So to be a part of that in just a tiny little way, that would be the greatest rivalry. I think it's the greatest rivalry. When you talk about rivalries, it begins and ends with Ali and Frazier.
Talking about pro boxing in India, it has just started now. So how do you see it?
Well, that's why I'm here, you know, and that's why Vishal brought me over here. I'm really anxious to see how these fighters perform, what type of focus they have, what type of skill level they have. And then what I'm going to do is talk to Vishal and Vikas and give them my opinion on what can be done to make it better. You know, maybe I could come over here from time to time or bring some people over and go to the gyms and help improve, you know, the fighters. Because one great thing about boxing, even as you age, you know, you can still get better. I still train to this day, and even though
you look supremely fit as well.
Yeah, for 59, right? But I fought professionally for 3 years, you know, back in the 80s. Now, I couldn't beat me back then, but I'm better. I'm better now. I just couldn't beat him because I'm older. So you can continue to learn, you know, the skills. And so that's something that I'm anxious to see. Hope I get a chance to talk to some of the fighters after the fight and let them know what I think. And maybe I can send them some videos and things that can help improve them. Because my goal would be someday I'm talking to you and we have professional boxing here.